Hi guys, we're doing more of the
are we
Let's
recording?
Play. Yeah, we're recording. We're doing it.
Cool.
We're doing
Alright, let's go.
We're doing more of the Let's Play tons of Sonic games for the dialogue tree in as much little time as possible and have tons of Sonic fun with it.
Yeah.
This is Nathan. I'm
Same
Jay.
Sonic time, same
Yes.
Sonic channel. I'm going to say that at the end of this video.
Do it.
I'm also going to start the timer so we know how long this video runs.
That would be helpful. So we are doing the Christian Whitehead port. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonic CD. Really good port for Steam platform. If it sounds weird to you, we're doing the US soundtrack. There's also the Japanese one, but the US one is the correct one.
It is objectively correct because America.
So we're doing it, and it has the best opening theme song.
So we're just going to let it play.
Yes.
Oh, you can play as Tails in this port?
Yeah, you have to unlock them though.
Oh, that's cool.
This is objectively the best intro theme song for any Sonic game ever.
So, Sonic CD originally came out in 1992.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it came out. It was like
Yeah, because it was close to my birthday.
right. And so it came out for the Sega CD, which was an add-on for the Sega Genesis, which like plugged into your Genesis and gave it the ability to play games off of CDs. And so what you're seeing here, this wonderfully cheesy animated opening, was on the original game too.
Yes.
Although they remastered it for this port, which is excellent.
I remember starting new games just to watch this when I was little.
Right. If you switch to the Japanese soundtrack, it has its own appropriately cheesy opening theme.
Yeah.
But of the two, I like this one better.
It's just the best like 90s music.
Yeah.
It's just Sonic music.
Oh, hey, Sally.
Okay.
Cool. We're starting.
We already started.
Oh, that's fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna
So-
grab my Jolly Rancher.
Cool.
Okay.
Do it.
I haven't, like, eaten today, because I woke up about 2 hours ago. So... Oh.
Should I try to do any of the like middle Sonic stuff?
I say go for it, because it's kind of fun. So I just kind of sneak into the frame over here.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, no, she's not. Sally's here. She's not on the webcam, but
I could, like, climb over it all.
yeah, I mean you can if you want, but you could also not. Whatever you feel
I
like.
don't even want to.
All right, cool.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here. I could, like, pop my head in.
yeah.
Do that.
Just lean into the webcam. So
I have to find a good spot to like project myself into the past.
yeah,
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Just
I
kidding.
ran out.
Okay, so what are we playing?
Sonic CD.
Okay.
Yeah, which originally came out in 1992. It came out, I think, around the same time or before Sonic 2.
Okay.
For the Sega CD. Yeah. It was like, which I was just saying, the Sega CD was like an add-on for the Genesis to like, play games that ran off of CD-ROM. So they could do like full motion video and like better
I was
soundtracks
gonna
and
say, because this looks better than Sonic 2.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But if it's older, then...
It's older. It was just running on better hardware.
Gotcha.
And this port is really impressive because like the guy who did the port, Christian Whitehead, like basically took apart the code and rebuilt the game on his own engine, so it'll run in like HD and widescreen and stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it's really pretty.
I messed up the metal
Very
Sonic
cool.
thing, so I'm just
Mm.
gonna go through.
So one of the big shticks of this game, was time travel. So
The premise is that there's Robotnik has created Metal Sonic, and he's like going through time and making things bad, and roboticizing all animals and stuff, and so you can go back in time and destroy all of his machines. and then you save the future. Or you can just play it through and it all works out anyway.
Yeah.
But there's multiple endings.
Mhm.
So I forgot how that plays out, but I know that.
Basically, when you're going through levels like this, you'll see these like goalposts that look like they're checkpoints, but say like past or future.
Oh.
And if you spin one up and then run and pick up enough speed, like if you don't run fast enough, they just stop after a while. But if you run fast enough, you like travel to like a past version or a future version of the same level, which we haven't done yet. But so like you travel in the past and everything looks all prehistoric and stuff. And there's like a machine you can destroy in the past versions of the level. And if you destroy that and then travel to the future, it's all pretty and shiny and like utopian.
If you go to the future beforehand, then it's all like
Crazy
bad.
polluted and yeah. And yeah, like
I was texting Steven, and since I suggested it, he would be down to like Spelunky next week.
yay.
If you want to come in, Steven's giving me time next week.
Oh yes, I'm totally into that. Oh man. If you get into the water, then the time like goes crazy fast. Oh no, like it's just about to.
Oh dang.
Oh man.
This is very Mario Kart.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the big things with the Sega CD is like
Oh, showing off the technology and stuff.
yeah, so it had like a special stage like this where even if the actual graphics are still just like sprites. Oh dear.
Oh gosh.
Are you gonna make it?
Oh man.
It has just that really pretty like scrolling effect to it, which like the Super Nintendo also did for like games like Mario Kart, but like I think those cards required like another graphics chip to handle all the crazy scrollings. Ooh. This is what the future levels look like. They're all like gross and polluted and stuff. Apparently, purple is evil. That's the moral of this
It's a
game.
powerful
Chemical
color.
plant.
Yeah.
The chemical plant.
God, chemical plant.
It was awful.
I don't ever want to think about that ever again.
It's my favorite.
What?
Way to play this.
Okay, first of all,
I broke the boss. So.
Yeah. but that boss music was creepy. I was not a fan.
I didn't think that was as bad as the super high frequency
A
bomber
noise.
playing.
Yeah.
That was painful.
Mm.
Not painful, just
That was
grating.
creepy. That hurt.
If people are confused, Sally's out of the picture down there.
She poked her
I
head.
poked my head in.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I did an awkward thing where I like looked at the camera and went. Great.
All right.
It was incredibly.
I missed.
I'm attractive,
Yes.
basically.
Speaking of awkward, here's Amy Rose. Most awkward. Amy Rose.
She shows up in this game and then disappears for a decade. So,
That's a good one.
this level is a collision chaos, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
In the last Sonic game,
Mm.
was there a metal Sonic?
No.
No.
Because it looked like in some of the boss things, I was actually going to say something about it.
Oh,
But
no,
like in
yes
the
there
last
was.
one, it looked like it was sitting in the boss thing.
I forgot about that. There is.
And I was like, that looks like Sonic. Why are you
Hmm.
fighting Sonic? Because you're Sonic. And Metal Sonic, what?
Yeah.
But then I was like, you guys weren't talking about some Metal Sonic in that game. But it looked like it.
I forgot about it. That's the thing that happens in Sonic and Knuckles. Because this game came out in 1992 and Knuckles came out in 1994. So even though, like, chronologically they don't happen in that order, so we did this later. But,
Oh. Remember the packs.
time travel. Metal Sonic's first appearance was in this one, but then, like, he also appears in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. So,
Do you remember where Metal Sonic is in this one? I think he's further back.
yeah, he's later in the game.
Or no, in this level.
Oh, he's in this level somewhere. That's what you
And
need.
he's in every level.
Yeah, I never really played Sonic
Okay.
CD all that much, so I don't know off the top of my head. I know one of the big iconic things from this game is the boss fight with Metal Sonic later, which is all
Oh, yes.
like running along like a giant track. It's like some Fast and the Furious level boss fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go around that future setting, will it put you back at where you were, or will it
Yeah.
put you in the future?
Yeah, you have to go, if you're in the past, you have to do it 2 times in order to get to the
Yeah.
actual future.
Gotcha.
It's all relative to where you currently are.
But the future actually, I don't actually know of any use for going to the future. Is there? I mean, you go to the past to get Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the future afterwards to see how pretty it is, and then it's an easier level.
I think that's the main thing. If you go to the past and you destroy Metal Sonic and do whatever else you need to do to like get the good future, and then you travel to the good future, there are no enemies.
Yeah.
So you can just blaze through the rest of the level, which isn't as big of a deal like now.
Yeah.
But with the harder levels, I could see that
That
being
can be.
helpful.
I mean, the other thing is, that's how you get the good ending, right?
Yeah, I think that's how you do it.
I don't think I ever did that as a kid.
Is there really like
I
a
watched
bad ending?
I think
Well,
it's just
there's a good and a gooder. Like, one Robotnik actually,
Yeah.
like, dies, basically. He, like, blows up at the end.
yeah. This
And the other one, he gets away.
there's not like a dark and gritty bad ending.
Yeah.
Sonic does dark and gritty later in the series. They give Shadow a gun. It was.
We have that if we want to play it.
I can feel the bile rising in my throat already.
We could do a really short Let's Play.
That could be fun. I might be in for that.
See
later.
how long we can play it before we just
Before
can't take it
we
anymore.
yeah, before we quit and drink away the pain.
I actually kind of enjoy that game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much as you should enjoy a game,
Right.
but passable amounts enjoy it. So, which is kind of controversial, I guess. But
Yeah. Fair warning. At some point during the series of Let's Plays, when you're playing, I might pop into my 3DS and check out my Animal Crossing account.
all right,
That might happen.
that's justifiable. I don't remember.
Check on your villagers.
Yeah, I need to find out. It's important. Speaking of other Let's Plays for next week that we could do, I just got a text from Steven saying Buzz. Yeah. So that could be fun. He'd have to bring.
Can you bring his stuff with him?
He'd have to bring his stuff with him. And then I think we should. Yeah. We should do Monaco one as well.
What?
Oh, I got Metal
Is it
Sonic.
Monaco or Monaco?
Oh, Monaco.
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 I thought you said Monaco. and I was
Yeah,
like,
Monaco, let's play.
Monaco.
There was a PSP game with Monaca,
we
but
don't
only in
let's play
Japan.
that.
We don't do that. We don't do that thing.
That's not how that works.
No.
So I got the Metal Sonic.
What do you do? Cry on your PSP and then it like soaks
Yes.
up your tears
Aw.
and you win? I don't understand.
All you have to do to win the game is just hope really, really hard.
Hope. Lots of hope.
Lots of hope.
It's got a hope reader.
Yeah.
This is a new technology. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Monaco.
On a related note, while we're talking anime for a second, I really want an Attack on Titan video game. That could be
Oh.
super cool with the
The maneuver gear.
maneuver gear. Like, you could have like
You
Mirror's
guys saw
Edge,
the-
but with like swords and murder.
There's a Minecraft
Mod for it?
that gives you maneuver gear in Minecraft.
That's super cool.
Sweet. That makes me want to play Minecraft. Never played
It's
Minecraft.
really- I don't know who made the mod or anything,
Alright.
so can't say that on the stream, but I know it does exist, and it looks really fun.
That's awesome.
This is the kind of whole Spider-Man game type thing, like the earlier ones, where you just like randomly attach to things that don't exist.
Right.
Helicopters in the air with
Where you just like, you're just kind
Helicopters in your
of.
school basketball court.
Yeah. You just shot a strand of web at the clouds.
boss is simultaneously really fun and really frustrating.
Well, because isn't all that this boss is just a giant pinball table to get through?
No, like once you get up there, you just hit him like once and you're done.
Oh.
It's really easy. It's just like working with the mechanics.
Yeah.
Is kind of awkward.
Another thing that the Sonic series always kind of has in like its list of tropes or like themes of levels that it does a lot is pinball. And I think that makes more sense than casinos, although sometimes the two get combined together. But
because he spins up into
because you've already got a character that is a ball a lot of the time. You might as well do some pinball stuff. Also, props to this boss theme for being legitimately unsettling a little bit.
It's the music thing from earlier. Or was the earlier music different?
No, this is the same weird, creepy song.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of arguments like out there about which version of the Sonic CD soundtrack is better, and a lot of it I think comes down to personal preference because they're both really good. But the Japanese one's a little bit goofier sounding.
Yeah.
This is a lot more like serious.
But for me, it really comes down to the fact that I played the American one as a kid.
Right.
So the nostalgia factor.
Right.
Is
So
really heavy.
so you're used to it.
So yeah. I just can't. Oh. I just can't do the Japanese one.
So
eventually I'm going to do it. Oh, no.
So close.
There's some times where I've done this level where I get through like in seconds.
and then other times it takes forever.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you somehow need to like propel yourself up the center without hitting the bumpers.
It's like those aren't very helpful. You like get up to those two up there.
Okay.
Where does this one go again? I don't remember that one.
Because I just bought Sonic CD and I was playing through it a semester or two ago, and I got part of the way in. I remember getting through this boss in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Clearly I'm just a better Sonic player than you is what I'm trying to say here.
Oh, see, so you get up there and then you flip it, and then
you hit him, and then you're good.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't happen. See,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Oh. Okay, that was...
And when it works properly, it's really easy. And you're like, how did I do that? I just did it.
Alright.
Okay. I think there was like a secret way to do it faster too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that though. Ooh, this level. This is a good example of water stages that I simultaneously love and hate at the same time.
So, all of the water stages.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. Sometimes I just hate the water stages.
Yeah.
This was just so charming, I guess,
Okay.
in the way it's presented. And it has some really good parts to it that are really fun.
I'm really liking the 90s R&B vibe that you got going on with the music.
Yeah.
Like the...
Sonic music is by far the best music in video games. Not true at all, but still.
It has its charms. It's cheesy, but really
It's
fun.
a good cheesy.
Yeah.
I have died in one of these things before.
That's terrible.
Oh, I wasn't still alive.
I just can't get over the little R&B singers.
This sounds more Michael Jackson.
It is kind of that vibe to it. I'm gonna look up to see who did the soundtrack for this one.
Do it.
Because I'm curious.
But I mean, like, if that's like a throwback,
Yeah.
then it It worked.
It worked. Yeah.
Crash Crash or whatever.
Close
they're
enough.
called. Is that who does the remixes in
In the later ones, yeah. It's
Crash Crash? I think that's the name. It's not gonna work.
This sounds very Michael Jackson-y.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. I can only imagine how good the original.
So this port is out for like every system ever, right?
Pretty much.
Because I know they have it. It's like a live arcade and a PlayStation Network title, but then it's also on Steam.
Yeah, this is the Steam version.
Yeah, and it's on like every mobile
It's on
platform.
iOS.
That-
Is it on Android?
Yeah, it's on iOS, Android, Windows Phone. They have it for the Ouya, or how do you pronounce that? The Android cancel. The Android canceled that people were talking about a while ago. They have it for all the things. Nice.
Oh yeah. These things, like you can see these remains, and I think that means that's where the machine was in the past.
Yeah.
Well, I have a future thing now, so that's not helpful. It's up here, though. Oh yes, a special stage. What was the timer at? When you looked at it?
Oh, I should probably look at that. Yeah. 22 minutes. We've got time.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Huh. Okay. I just learned some weird trivia from Wikipedia.
Really?
The American soundtrack was written by a guy named Spencer Nelson.
Uh-huh.
I think that's his name. Yeah, Spencer Nelson.
Inspired by Michael Jackson.
I would not put it past him, but he did like a lot of like Sega CD soundtracks for things. Cause like they were all in Redbook audio, so you could take the CD out of your Sega CD and just put it in like a CD player and listen to the audio tracks.
Huh.
Because they were just on like a different track from the different from the game data,
That's really smart.
which is kind of neat.
That's
But
really cool.
I remember when they used to do stuff like
yeah,
that.
I know like some old PlayStation games and stuff did that
Yeah.
too, which was super neat. But I don't know if this was part of the reason why there's separate soundtracks, but the Japanese version's boss theme uses samples from a song by George Clinton and Bootsy Collins. So apparently someone was like, you know, we need 70s funk musicians. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. And then the Japanese boardsman looked across the table and was just like, brilliant. Same people.
He said it in Japanese.
Yeah, of course. These are the same people. This was like the same conversation that produced the idea of let's have a casino level in every Sonic game.
Part of me, when we were joking about Sonic in Poker Night, that just makes so much more sense.
Right?
Yeah.
But actually, because there are casino levels like all over the place.
I feel like that's a good setup for a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
Is this chemical stuff?
No.
It's just
It's
water.
just really dark water.
It's black cherry Kool-Aid.
I have a whole bunch of that in my room that I haven't made yet because my pitcher won't fit in my fridge.
I want that a lot.
I know, black cherry Kool-Aid is the only good kind of Kool-Aid. That's not true. Black cherry Kool-Aid is, however, the best kind of Kool-Aid.
I might actually be willing to grant you that one. For me, it's either black cherry or ice blue raspberry lemonade. But black cherry is really,
Black
really
cherry is
good.
because ice blue raspberry lemonade is a newer flavor,
Yeah,
which is why black cherry is the best because it's a classic.
right.
Also, it's my dad's favorite, so we get it a lot more.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, it's like
My dad doesn't like blue flavored things,
it's like cherry,
but better.
but without the gross and with awesome.
I like cherry.
No, I mean like cherry
I
Kool-Aid.
like cherry Kool-Aid.
Cherry flavoring is really good. I'm not a fan of cherry
Never
Kool-Aid.
had
I
my
hate
cherry
cherry like
Okay.
anything.
You've never had my cherry Kool-Aid.
Cherries
I
are
put
gross.
so much sugar in my cherry Kool-Aid that it's basically red and sweet.
Oh,
It doesn't really taste like much.
I would be
I mean,
into
it
that.
tastes like cherry, but
I love this stage.
it's like
I think I say I love this stage about every single stage in
that's
some
Yeah.
well,
CD.
okay. So I was driving into Dallas the other day, and I had my Bluetooth speaker on, and Jessica and Alyssa were in the car. And every time I would change the song, I would go, "Oh, this is a good song! Oh, this is a
For
good
every
song!"
song.
For every single song that came on that I stopped on.
It's like every Sonic CD stage is just so like distinct and has stuff about it that makes it tick. It's like a method to the madness.
The soundtrack's just really, really 90s. And I mean that as the highest compliment possible.
Very much so.
It thinks it's really high tech.
Yeah. Like, right now, like, it sounds all, like, retro and cheesy, but I just like thinking about how, like, in the early 90s, people heard that and were just like, it's the sound of the future. Because, I mean, it's like,
Yeah, the Sonic games take place in quite a few years in the future. So it's supposed to be kind of futuristic.
Where exactly do you go? Like, I don't understand exactly what's happening right now. To be
In
honest.
these stages,
Yeah.
there's UFOs, and they're crazy, and I have to kill them.
Gotcha.
And if I do, then I get a Chaos Emerald, somehow.
okay. So it's basically run around, use the weird parallax scrolling, and try to blow up the UFOs. And
Stay
don't
in
touch the water because you're allergic.
Cool. Yeah, it's really weird. You have to like hit in front of the UFO, because if you hit right on it,
You jump.
it like goes through it.
You jump like past it.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird like that. But there's definitely them kind of like experimenting with the whole 3D thing,
Yeah.
which probably helped lead up to the Sonic Extreme thing. Is that the last one?
Oh.
No, I think you had two more.
Two more.
Because there was a purple one too.
That's disappointing. Way to go.
I've only beaten those stages a few times.
They're really hard in this one. I don't think. Well, I mean, so far in all of our Let's Plays, we haven't beat a special stage, which is a little bit embarrassing, but okay.
Yeah. Did good on the one where we got really close to getting the
Yeah.
emerald on that one.
8 left.
Oh.
Pass.
I never thought of those signs, the past future signs, as like singing when you hit them. I always thought it was more of a whisper. But now I'm just kind of thinking of him in like a singing voice.
It's definitely a singing voice.
Past
Future.
So funky.
This is the funkiest Sonic game we've played so far.
Which is why it's the best.
I mean, I grade all video games from an objective standpoint by their funk quotient.
So I think which is the problem with some of the newer Sonic games is
They're
that
funky.
They're not funky enough.
they're trying to get funky, but they just get kind of awkward.
I tried to be funky, but
No.
didn't work.
Like that little just like synthesizer in the background. That sounds
Can't
like
be future funk.
yeah, that's very like Windows 95 startup noise sounding.
Sonic Lost World has total potential for fun.
For funk?
Uh-huh.
Sonic is probably the funkiest game on the market
Yeah.
at any given time.
It definitely has like these little games have lots of 90s attitude to them.
I just really like how even when you jump, it's like a synth noise.
Sonic's musical platforming, yo.
You
I'm
know,
invincible. Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah.
if there was a Sonic game that was like a rhythm platformer, I'd play that always. It would be my favorite video game.
That would be pretty cool, actually. Oh, too soon.
Things I'm kind of noticing about
Whoa,
this
whoa.
that I think are kind of interesting. How many of the bosses in this one aren't really? They're more puzzles than anything.
Mhm.
Like,
Some really clever ones.
because I know like in 2 and 3, a lot of the bosses are like machines you have to blow up in one way or another. But here it's a lot more like, not so much just avoid attacks, hit the guy. It's more like figure out what you're supposed to do.
What are you supposed to do here?
Yeah, see, he's
It's just
the
like
treadmill's
balls.
killing his platform
Yeah.
So you have to like keep running on it while.
until his thing breaks, which it did.
I'm not entirely sure what that was supposed to do in the first place.
I guess he was expecting it not to take so long, so he was like, okay, this treadmill is running on my platform for some reason, but it's okay, I'll kill him before them.
It's whatever. Okay, we're at 33, so now would probably be a good stopping point. I hate to tear you away
Oh, no, can we play one Wacky Work?
Yeah, well, you can go for Wacky Workbench.
Wacky
It's
Workbench
whatever.
is the best, although I might have to stop early, because it sometimes takes forever. No, the first one I think is... This is the best song. I just have to say.
I like that little rhythm guitar they got going on in the music. Like, this is the funkiest thing we've played so far.
Aw.
Huh.
I remember. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Aw. Oh, that worked. Yeah. Got the speed wrap. That was actually really fast. Wacky Workbench playthrough.
Huh. The music got a little bit ska there for a second.
Okay, there's 2 more Wacky Workbench zones, but we'll end there. 'Cause
Okay.
The other ones take... Well, the third one's really fast because it's the boss level. The second one takes forever.
Okay, so what are we gonna do on the next episode?
Something. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna play a Sonic game.
Yeah, we're fucking on, baby. This is the world's funkiest sing-along. Sing!
RUBBERFANS, rubber fans, and funketeers.
Sing it!
RUBBERFANS, rubber funketeers.